Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Kevin Spins Way Too Much Money on Records, or Sonic Boom TV, episode 60. Well, today I had to go to. Let's start that over. Last night I was cleaning a bunch of records. I had a ton of records that need to be cleaned. I still have a bunch more that need to be cleaned. But I've got most of what I'm going to be listening to cleaned, and then I have a whole bin full of stuff that was given to me that I need to clean and then decide whether I'm going to trade them in or whatever. But anyway, I needed to get some of these little polybag things, and so I decided that I would go over to Euclid Records in New Orleans. They are my favorite local record store, and the one that I usually find the most and best deals at. Hadn't been over there since the record store day, and hopefully I'll be able to go over there more often once my job kicks in. But I went in for just that, and I decided to look through the new arrivals, and I found a couple things there, but they were used. And then I went upstairs and looked in their dollar bin, and I found 4 or 5 things in there. Which usually I can find a lot more in the dollar bins, but it looked like it had been picked over pretty well. Probably because they sold a lot of stuff at on record store days. But then they had another little bin that was a sale bin, and everything in it was 50% off. And the guy told me it was stuff that they had more than 10 copies of that they ordered, that they were just trying to get rid of some stock to get it out of the store. So I was like, all right. This is pretty good. And the one thing in there that I really wanted, Pearl Jam's binaural. And as you can see, 50% off. And it says newly remastered from the original sources by Bob Ludwig on there. That's, hype sticker. This isn't one of my favorite Pearl Jam albums, but it's one that I do like, and I don't have it on vinyl, of course, so trying to get all of them eventually. I'm not going out of my way to get them, but I've got a good bit of them now, of their albums, and it's mostly the newer stuff that I need now to get. But on this one, there's Breaker Fall, Light Years, Nothing as It Seems. Can't talk today. Are kind of, I guess, with the hits, and maybe Grievance was also probably a hit. But just plain on the back. So let's open it up. Looks to be some sort of gatefold issue situation here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. Try not to. Got to keep my little hype sticker thing, even though it just says newly remastered. It's a pretty thick record. It doesn't fit well in the sleeve. It was pretty tight, but it might be okay once I take this off. If I can get it off. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. Album cover has no logo or title on it, but it is on the spine. Oh, Pearl Jam binaural. Then we open up to a big old triple gatefold with just some stuff. And there's some what we got here, the front cover, inside cover, booklet cover. Oh, it's just explaining what the pictures are. Then we go pull out this one, first record. We got band photos, album song titles, photo of something or other. Got the record itself. Got my dog coming over here to cough by me. She does this in almost every video now. She's got a cough thing. I don't know what it is. She's had it for a long time, and as she's getting older, it seems to be getting a little worse, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. But it sounds gross, especially if you just heard what she just did. Then the other one, second record, we've got band photo, or band room photo, I should say. And more of that on the other side. And also the record is the same. Then we've got this little booklet. Pearl Jam does pretty good with their records. I mean, they don't skimp out on it. And I know a lot of people don't like them for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. They're just a rock band. I mean, they've had more than their share of hits. I can tell you that. They were in the grunge thing, and I think 10 and maybe Verses were kind of grungy. They fit in the scene, I think. And that's it. And that's just credits of who played and everything, band members and all that other good stuff. But I don't know. They seem to get a lot of hate these days, and I don't get it. I mean, people want to hate on bands for no apparent reason, and so they do. But I don't, and I really enjoy them. I mean, I like their earlier stuff a lot better than the newer stuff, but I'm okay with the new stuff as well. I never heard Gigaton yet, that album, because I wanted to buy it, but it was real expensive on vinyl, and I haven't come across it on CD, in a store, I should say. I mean, I can get it online for sure if I wanted to. So that was the only brand new thing I bought, and that was $15 because it was normally $29.99, and it was 50% off, so that wasn't bad. Wasn't good for the budget, but it was okay. So the next thing I got, which I was kind of thought was funny because the last time I went there, I got the other one that goes with this. The Beatles, the 1967 to 1970, the blue record, as they say. The records are not blue. And the last time when I went, I got the CD for the red one, so which is 62 to 66. But this has got some great songs on it. I hope it plays really well. The cover itself is beat up. It's it's got spine splits and all that other stuff, but it's got the original sleeves, which they're dirty, but inner sleeves are original on both records with lyrics and such. And then there's also the on order form, and it's the track listing of all the Beatles 1962 to 66 and 67 to 70, and it says these are the only authorized collections of the Beatles on Apple Records. Interesting. And then on this side we've got catalog stuff of all Beatles and Ringo Starr and John Lennon, George Harrison, Paul McCartney, John and Yoko Ono, all the little bands. They have all of the catalog, it looks like, with catalog numbers. There's no pricing or anything, but it does have release dates and everything, so that's really cool to have. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that, because probably most of the people that find this don't have that in it for sure. So that's a cool one. The spine's beat up, but the records themselves looked good when I looked at them. So hopefully there's no skipping, and it doesn't sound too bad or whatever. It was in the usually when they put stuff in the new arrivals stuff, it's not anything that's bad. It's like I guess they've tested it already. But if it goes into like these other little discount bins, something might be wrong with it. So next comes up with Def Leppard High and Dry. I had been looking for this, and every time I come across it, it was something wrong. I don't know. It was like the jacket was torn or something, and I just didn't want to buy it that day. And then I was looking for a repressing of it, and I came across one, but it kept saying it was sold out, even though it shouldn't have been sold out. I don't know what was going on. I think it was either Walmart or Target had it, and I don't think they really had it. I think that's what they just had it on their website. And so I didn't get it. And then they put out one for Record Store Day, and I was talking to the guy. He goes, yeah, we don't get a lot of those in anymore. You know, they kind of getting rare to find. And I said, yeah, I know. I've been here a couple times, and y'all never had it, or there was one time you had it and the cover was torn or whatever, and I didn't buy that one. And he said, yeah, we had the one for Record Store Day, and I said, yeah, I know. I was thinking it was the repressing, and I was ready to get it. And then we both said at the same time, yeah, but it was a picture disc. And I said, I've never owned a picture disc in my life, but I heard they sound bad. And he said they do not sound nearly as good as a regular record. And he said this one probably sounds really good since it's original. So that was cool. And so this is what I needed. And it's got the inner sleeve, you know, the original inner sleeve, nothing else in there. Record is dusty, but it looks real nice. Need to clean these up tonight. And then, right as I get home from the record store, I go in my room, and I've got these. The rest of these are dollar bin records. And I had taken them all out of their sleeves to make sure the right record was in there and that they weren't too scratched up or anything. And the first one I opened was a band called The Reaction. Now, I don't know who The Reaction is, but I thought that cover looked kind of cool. It kind of almost looks like that Blink-182 cover, actually. But they had this photo on the back that was kind of funny, this kid. And the record itself, it looked like a white label promo, but it really wasn't. It's just, I guess that's just the way they did it. But they also had this sheet of paper in it, which is, you know, some, it just tells you like different the band members and all that stuff, and then I guess this is catalog stuff. But I thought that was kind of cool, and I said that, you know, that might be a promo thing since it had that in it. But what else was in it, which I didn't notice when I was at the store, I didn't feel it in the record. I took the record in and out of the package, and I didn't feel it until I put the record back in when I got home. Inside of it, this is the kind of luck I have, because weird things just happen. There's a picture disc in the dang record. This is by a band called Street Eaters. Why was in there, don't know. I don't know if they were the same record company or whatever, because I don't see on here what the record company is. But it was in there, and this thing is heavy. It's a 7-inch record. I don't know what speed it is, and it's got 2 songs on it. One's called Ashby and Shattuck, and the other one is Mother the X. So, I mean, it's really, really kind of cool picture. So now, after saying I've never heard or owned a picture disc, I'm going to hear and I own a picture disc. So, you know, I don't know what kind of band it is or not or anything, but if I wouldn't have picked up The Reaction, which I think is a punk band, would have never got it. So then saw this one, and I know this one song by the guy. It's Terry Jacks, Seasons in the Sun. That's the only song I think I know by him. It's an old, I guess early 70s probably. You probably know it too if you're an old fart like me. But I thought this was funny. This logo, when I picked that up, you know, you can barely read it. And I was like, that's probably the first death metal logo right there. They went crazy from that. You know, I don't know. Terry Jacks is like a soft rock kind of guy, but he's got a kick-ass logo for, you know, for the time. So then, found another one that was like brand new. And I bought this based on the cover only. Look at that. The Chandeliers, I guess. I don't know. Chandelier apostrophe RS. So Chandeliers, I don't know. And then that's what they look like on the back. They Also seem like they might be an indie rock or punk band. There's a cool insert, lyrics, and the record is just black with a plain label, red label. But it's brand new, so this must have been something they got in and just kept getting marked down or something, and they couldn't sell it. They got little 99-cent stickers all over it, so I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. But no problem with that. I can get those off easily. When I get around to it. And two more. Then we've got The Good Rats. From Rats to Riches. Now, I heard one of their songs. I don't know what it was on. I don't know if it was something I saw on a YouTube video or something. But I heard them. They're like a hard rock band. And what I did learn is that we got the inner sleeve as well. It's split, but whatever. But there are two versions of this cover. One's got red words. One's got blue words. This is the blue on a white label promo. I don't know if it doesn't say promo on it, but it is. I looked it up, and it's a white label promo. It's what it's considered anyway. And then the last record I got was a band called the Headpins. I think they're hard rock or heavy metal or something. This girl's kind of cute. These guys, some of you guys might like those guys. I don't know. Look better on the back. I hate when they put a price sticker right over somebody's face. They do it all the time up there. But I guess if you're gonna buy it for 99 cents, you're gonna get it for 99 cents. You know, and you're gonna pay for that. So I think this is also a promo, and it came with this little insert talking about everyone loves a bad girl. It's an article from, looks like maybe Entertainment Magazine, Entertainment Weekly or something. I don't know, or maybe it's just a fake thing. But it's not a white label promo, but I think it was also considered a promo. Record, of course, dusty, but like new. That's the cool little logo. And I don't know if you can see, but how that logo kind of has all the swirly lines and stuff with it. It's kind of cool looking. My dog is up to something. So that was all the records I got. And later on today, I went to I was trying to find this pawn shop, and I couldn't remember where it was, but they have CDs in there, and they have records too. Sometimes the records are trashed. They look like they've been wet and just a mess. I've never found a record worth getting in there. But the CDs, they seem like they've been there forever, because a lot of them, they're just like stacked on this shelf in random, ways. But the outsides of them, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing here, but like the outside, whatever the label is facing out, it's faded. Like, they it's like the sun's been beating on them. And the weird thing is the CDs are not by the window, so I don't know what's going on. But maybe they've just been there 100 years or something, But anyway, I did find two. My dog is not throwing up, but it sounds like it. Sorry about that, guys. This is like the worst video ever. But anyway, I found Izzy, Stradlin, and Juju Hounds, or the Juju Hounds, and it's just a self-titled one. I had the other one, the 117 or something. Gretchen, stop. Sorry about that, guys. Make a long video, and then the dog messes it all up. But I have the other one. I don't know if it's the Juju Hounds or with him, but it's like 117 or 117 degrees or something like that. And I never did get this one before, so I picked that up. It was $1. And then the last thing I got was a copy of Bullet Boys on CD. I've never had this on CD. I have it on a cassette. And I have two versions of the record, because one of the records that I have is pretty scratched up. It plays perfectly for some reason, but it's scratched up as could be. And then I have another copy of the record where the record looks good, but and plays good, but the cover is messed up. So I just kind of have the best of both worlds with both of them. But anyway, I I never heard anything past their third album, I believe. They had. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this because I don't know if anybody's ever seen it before. If I can pull it out real quick. There was an album called Freak Show, which I think is the second one. Yeah, that one's got Hang on St. Christopher. Maybe that's, I don't know. There's one that has a song called THC Groove, which I, oh, that's on this one too. That's on the, but that's the regular one where they have the cover turns into a big poster. Where you got the band on that side, photos and stuff, and then you've got this poster, but it doesn't have, you know, Bullet Boys or anything on it, no logo or anything. You know, but then one day I was in a store years ago, many years ago, and I came across this, and it's the same thing, Bullet Boys Freak Show. I think I paid $2 for it at the time. It was kind of beat up, but it was, you know, it was still sealed and everything, kind of beat up, but it's a weird thing. Okay, so you got this right here as a keyhole, but you can open that up, and you've got this CD, and it's got this eye on it. Now, the difference between the other one, oh, just dropped the keys. You know, it's just that. But this one, you got this eye, and it pulls out. So what you've got, oops, is it when you look through it, and all the, like, the people and stuff that's in the y'all can't see what I'm looking at, but there's like the little guy. It's like a 3D image that keeps going back all the way, and it's like one of the guys that's well, I can show you on the poster what it is, what you see as a close-up. You see like and it's like a cutout thing, like those books, that the pop-up books. So what you see is this guy and this right here repeated, pulled up all the way to the front, and then that guy is in the back all the way to the end, what you see. So it's kind of a gimmicky thing, and it's not real exciting, but I thought if you know, people, you know, have want to see weird CDs and stuff like that, or, you know, weird covers, that one definitely is, and I've never seen it anywhere else. I did see it on somebody else's video when they were flipping through some CDs in a store, but they didn't buy it. They just saw it. But yeah, it just kind of pulls out, and if you like, you see how that it kind of repeats, and then it creates this effect where if you look through there, you see they're popped out. It's just kind of cool. But anyway, if you see one of these in a store, take a look at it. You don't like the Bullet Boys. And that is all I got today. That's all I got to say. Working on listening to some Metallica stuff. Gonna try to do that review ranking maybe tomorrow night. I've already listened to 3 albums. Got 9 more to go. And one of them's Garage Inc., so that's like 2 albums worth. But Garage Days Revisited is only like a half an album, so, you know, it works out. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you guys later, and get some more records.